couple things on the agenda today. Yo, this one is super special. I'm so excited. We got a Q&A session with the legendary, they're going to kill me for saying that, Bill and Robin Brawley. You guys, these have been family members. I consider them family members, like mama and papa, mentors of mine for a long time, since 2005. Influenced a lot of my life, a lot of who I am today. I have to tip my cap and attribute all of that to them. So I'm excited. I'm jazzed to kind of touch base with them. So yeah, this is a special guest, special honor. Heart Global's in the building. They're dropping in the comments saying hello. Shout out to Heart Global. Before we get to them and let them in on the Q&A session, I just want to give you a couple announcements regarding AE Creative. Shout out to Freak Dance UK. We just finished a workshop with them today. They were awesome. We were supposed to fly over there this past October to do a convention out in Manchester in England, and unfortunately that was canceled like all live events. So today we got a chance to do some dancing on Zoom. That was amazing. Shout out to Josiah Williams for the dope tracks. But yeah, thank you Freak Dance UK. You guys were amazing. They're all asleep right now because it's past their bedtimes, but yeah, that was awesome. So thank you for them for hosting that. AE Training Center, we are hosting a 4-week program next month in March. Every single Saturday we're going to have 2 classes from our AE instructors, and you'll get a chance to take a little taste. So feel free, look on AE Creative trainingcenter.com. Sign up for this 4-week program. It's going to be incredible. You know, we've got all the genres. We've got the house, we've got ballet, we've got hip hop, we've got jazz funk. You name it, you want to do it. Get a little taste of the instructors, and then you can sign up for some private sessions with them as well after that. So check it out again. That's aecreativetrainingcenter.com for that. It's happening in March only. So that's Just Dance. And then later on in the year, we're going to be moving on to the acting studio, music studio, and health and wellness center as well. So be on the lookout for that. Moving on, AE Apparel. Yo, we are back in business. We got some new apparel. This is part of the old stuff. We got new apparel. We're online. So I'm going to drop, you are the first to find out right now. Check out the AE Apparel. It's in the social media link in bio. Check out, we got all new apparel. We've got windbreakers, we've got bomber jackets, we've got beanies, we got hats, all this good stuff. Pink colors, blue, whatever. It's exploding with new merch. Feel free to check it out and support your boy, because he has to buy some diapers for his daughter. But yeah, thank you for all your love and support in that area. I'm super excited about it. And I'll drop the link or send something in my story that you guys can check out. But yeah, cool. Other than that, AE Audio Experience, we're getting ready to collaborate with some dope artists. So be on the lookout for that coming in 2021. Without further ado, I'm going to stop promoting all this stuff and get to the reason why you guys are all here. Let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, give me a virtual drum roll. Virtual drum roll. Unable to join. Okay. Why don't you guys go ahead and request one more time. I'll find you. I think they're coming in through the Heart Global page. Maybe that's why. Request to join one more time, and then we'll see if we can add them in there. Yeah. Let's see who's out there. Who's out there? Who's out in comments land? Dang, we got everybody in here, man. It's so good to see you all. Oh, man. Again, if you do not know what Heart Global is our new non-profit organization that is involved with the arts and education. And this is a global experience. Hello from Japan. What's up? We got Charlie Okamura in the house. We got Jay Yamada. What? Oh, this is amazing. Awesome. All right, Heart Global. Let me get you guys on here. Go ahead and just request to join the conversation one more time. That way we can allow this Q&A to happen. But for those of you that have never heard of Heart Global, all you got to do is go to their website and check it out. It's heartglobal.org, and you can sign up to do one of the e-workshops. Oh, yes, I got a request. There it is. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The moment you've been waiting for. Woo!
Hello.
Look at your faces. Oh, I love it. My heart.
Oh. Hi, son.
Hi, how you doing?
My good brother.
We're so great. How are you?
I'm great. You know, we've got Stella out here. We went to the park earlier today. You know, it's been like this, so we had to squeeze in the family quality time. We took her to the park. She was running around, and it was a great time. So
the best. That's
oh,
the best.
you guys look great. Look at that.
And how's your sweetie? Yeah, good.
Yeah, she's great. She's looking after Stella. I'm sure they might pop in. Oh, she just dropped hearts in the comments. Nice.
Yeah, yes. Lizzie
Awesome.
said hi to you.
Lizzie, oh my gosh. I can't believe Lizzie's driving right now. That's just
crazy.
Blows my brain.
Yeah.
In the snow, yeah. So we got like 60-degree weather out here, but you guys have snow over there. Jesus.
Lots.
No. Oh, wow.
Lovely and warm inside with the fire.
That's right. Keeping it cozy.
Yeah.
Oh, for those who may not know who you are, ladies and gentlemen, these are Bill and Robin Brawley. Again, like I said, this is Mama and Papa to me. We've known each other for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
They are in charge of the organization that I'm a part of and Abby's a part of called Heart Global. And we're excited. We just launched maybe 2 months ago, maybe not even 2 months ago. So that's in full effect. We're ready to go. We've got our feet going, and we're just ready for the world to say, hey, let's do it. So
yeah.
Awesome. So I'm going to get started straight away. Why don't you guys give us like, and this is like kind of nonchalant. There's a little form to it, but it's basically a conversation. So just give us a little bit of background for each of you, like where you're from. Yeah.
Well, we're in Michigan right now, and I grew up in Michigan.
Yeah.
You know, in a small town called Niles, you know, and it was a great family. They were not into the arts. They were into sports and everything, but I just loved music as a kid so much. And my mom sat me down as a little kid and said, boy, you're going to do what you want to in life. And, you know, as a senior in high school, I got a full ride to William & Mary and Duke and some schools, but then there's this thing out in California. And I flew out with my family to audition for it. It's called Young Americans. And I was with them for 47 years, which is pretty cool, you know.
Yeah.
And so I went up and did it, and it's just been all over the world. And had a great life. Got super incredible people you meet and great opportunities. Met my wife, in a beautiful program. And that's just a basic thing. And now we're just, again, so much into young people and their hearts and soul and the arts and putting it together and making a difference in this beautiful world.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, can I ask you? I've
Ask
kind
me
of been curious about this. So you said that you come from a family, a lot of your family members were into sports, but you were drawn to music for some reason. What was it about music that really like pulled on your heartstrings?
That's when I felt the best. I think when I was 2 years old, my Aunt Clara played the organ, and I would just sit in her lap and hear the music, and it was taken. And then when I was like 4, my sister was like 16 or whatever, and she took organ lessons, and she wasn't very good, and she tried hard. And I would walk over to the piano and play her music at 4 without the music.
Oh,
so I knew that that's a big part of my life. And again, and then what I would do is when I was in high school, I went to the principal and said, okay, for my English class for the year, can I write a musical? And they said, yes.
Wow.
So it's that kind of thing where I grew up in a family that was heartfelt and strong, but very determined people.
Yeah.
So, and they said, follow your dreams. And they're all in education. 12 of them are in educators, principals and teachers and stuff. So I was around youth and you know, around people that help young people be successful. So that's kind of the foundation of it. But music was at the bottom of my soul. And as my mom said, follow your heart.
Wow, that's incredible. I actually didn't know that story. I knew you had a love for music at a young age, but I didn't know like at 2 years old you're like okay, and then 4 you're like, oh, I'm gonna plug out these notes.
Yeah, true.
I hope for Stella that she finds something like that she can latch onto.
Yeah, back then we had records, and I would stack them all and put medleys of all the songs together, which is kind of fun.
Prodigy child. You're gifted, sir. You're gifted.
Thanks. So yours, honey.
Well, I was born and raised with a beautiful family in northern Queensland in Australia, just the best. My cousin, who is a month older than me, started ballet classes at 4, and she asked me to go along. A month later, she left, and I never left.
Uh,
And yeah, so my whole life, I did learn tap as the same time as I started ballet, which was always really funny that a ballet dancer would learn tap. But I had an amazing director who was a professional dancer and an amazing tapper. And so, yeah, and then got the opportunity to, go to the National Ballet School and travel the world with ballet companies and dance companies. And then, started my own company and choreographed, and then came to America and met my darling.
yeah,
And all the beautiful adopted family that have become, part of my life, which is you,
that's
my
right.
son, and Abby, and little
Mhm,
Stella, and
mhm.
everybody. Yeah, so, and what a great journey. And, in the beginning, I didn't know what I was going to do. I just knew, I'd choreograph and teach dance because I love, especially classical ballet. Yeah. And I did have an opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. to be the artistic director. But I remember saying to Bill, okay, this was in the very, first year. I said, if I go there, I'm married to that.
Yeah,
And I want to be married to him and our life and bringing, love through the arts and music and travel the world and make that, that beautiful human handshake with people. And I think that's what I always did before, but now I got to do it with the love of my life, and we got to do it together. And I think that there's something powerful about doing something together
mm,
as a couple.
yeah.
And when you're, we had a Baptist preacher that wed us, that was our priest. And he prayed over us that the moment that we would be married, that things would be far greater than we ever imagined.
Wow.
Yeah. And he really prayed that. He said, you are going to do, when you are joined together, both of you, you are going to do far greater than you could ever have done separately. And I believe that happened immediately.
I mean, here
So,
look, we're living proof. This is incredible.
yeah.
So, on something that I've noticed, like between the two of you, when you found your love for, obviously you find your identity in the arts, but you also it's not your whole identity. It's just a little piece of you, and it's cool to see the people who have inspired me so much, like deeply, to hear about the backstory of like the people that inspired them. So for you guys, it was both, family influence, and then your instructors, obviously, the people that taught you how to do these things, but the family influence of, hey, this is what an organ sounds like, or hey, I'm going to take dance class, give it a try. And then you just stayed there and went for it and fell in love with it. And so, everybody has their little, an athlete's like, okay, I'm going to go play football. An artist is like, I'm going to go do this. A scientist is like, I'm going to go do this. But when it comes to the arts, it's something that's just, to me, a little bit of magic. And so to see that how the family lineage goes back, I think it's incredible to find out that history. Yeah.
I think that we always say that both of us come from families that do not still continue to not actually actively, pursue careers in the arts at all. And we've got large families, nearly 60 and 50, in our whole family. So, but we were always taught by our parents that they would trust us, and they gave us the trust to be able to be who we are. And then we trusted that this is where we felt, our best. That means that we could give our best and help others to be their best. And that's what and so we really both keep on talking about our parents. We had the best parents. Yeah. So, and family, because it's a whole family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Community. Wow. Okay. So then as far as like looking back to what got you started in the arts and, paying a tribute to your family. Any other like people or things that have inspired you in the past that kind of motivate you to where I guess what got you? It's kind of strange. I feel like a talk show host right now. I'm like, oh, you guys are family. I just want to keep it chill and comfortable. So yeah, anybody who's like kind of inspired you or moments in time that has inspired you to just be where you are today. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I got so many, I don't know where to start.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and the fact that we've worked with thousands of young people, and I tell you, they are the people that really inspire you because they give you freshness and they're real and honor and respect. But I
Yeah.
guess the gentleman that I looked up to when I was an artist, that was my teacher, you know, in front of me, his name was Jimmy Bates. And in the movie Easter Parade, with, you know,
With Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire, he was the little boy 4 years old in the toy store.
Oh.
Within 4 years old. And then later, I got a chance to do a TV special, and he directed Fred Astaire. So here, imagine him was a 4-year-old and Bing Crosby, a Christmas special.
Jeez.
So I got to watch Jim work, and he was always calm and honoring and respectful, and was always at peace. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's still kicking, and he's still call and just say, hey, you were my mentor, you taught me so much. And I remember this one time we were doing a big TV special, and it was in bicentennial, and there was all this tension. He had to teach 10 dances to us. He'd teach a dance and he'd film it, and all of a sudden he took a mic stand and went right, and I'd never seen that side of him, and I was like, whoa, Jim Bates is angry. That's the first time I've ever attended. I was like uncomfortable. So then years later, you know, a couple of years ago, I said, I want to talk to you about something. When we were in the bicentennial TV special for millions of people, and you put the mic stand down and smashed it, was that okay? And he goes, am I human? So, yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, no, you're a human. He says, but if you do it every day, go get another job. But if it only happened once, or, you know, like out of the thing, because then you saw that I'm a real person, I'm working with you, and it was naturally that it came out. So that was a great advice. Again, it would be a beautiful mentor for me. How about you, hon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my director, my teacher, that my first 10 years of my life till I went to the ballet school, was very instrumental in. She had a very high standard, you know, really, it was really strict. But she also taught me that every teacher will teach you something, even if it's something that you know you don't like how they teach. You'll learn from them. So I feel like as though that I always took that I wanted to be open to learn from every teacher, which means every person, you know, as you go through life. Yeah. So I think there's a little bit of everyone, including yourself.
Yeah.
Bill, you know, everybody that I work with that has been my inspiration. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, you guys have gotten, I can't imagine to be in your shoes. I, you know, just to have that, so many people involved in your lives, not only in one community, you know, some people don't even see outside of their community, but to be involved in multiple, like hundreds, maybe thousands of communities all around the world, and to impact those communities in the way you have, I think is such an incredible, like, you know, what you call it, the little drop in the water, and it makes that ripple. So yeah, it's like with that ripple, the ripple goes up and then it also goes down too, but you learn from both, and that's kind of what makes you.
Yeah.
I think it's just we're all human, and we have those, and as we go through life, we have the tide of the wave goes up and then it goes down. Obviously, I think with 2020, majority of everybody had to go through some valleys and some changes and some difficulties. But I think one of the things that you know, has kind of gotten me through it is just that constant communication with you guys, constant communication with my friends, with my family, and then just holding on to each other, because the moment we let go and isolate ourselves, you know, in every way, and that's kind of where that you just sit and you only have you, and that's really easy to stay there. So thank you always for reaching out and being the handshake and
Yeah.
So
I think that you're right about that. I think Bill and I have always talked about, and I think this is one of the things that we've always said to all of the young people that we work with, is the two things, is consistency, which is constant. And, you know, for both of us, we somehow in our lives, that was very important. Obviously with classical ballet, even with just Bill with his mind, that was, so being constant and consistent is really important. And you just got to focus on what do you want to be constant and consistent with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And those dailies are really important. What are you doing daily that makes up your weekly, monthly, yearly life, you know? And then the other one is association. Who do you associate? So Bill and I have always said that to all of you, you know?
Yeah.
Those two things really make up a really big factor in life. So hang around people that inspire you, that encourage you, that, you know, really give you that love. Yeah, it's awesome.
Wow. Such a lot of the friendships too that I feel like I've made over the years have just been like so strong. You know, some of them I don't stay in communication with, which is natural. You know, how many people do you still talk to from high school, whatever.
Yeah.
But some of the deepest relationships I've met have been within the past few years, you know. So speaking of communication, let's talk about what is Heart Global? Let's talk about this new connection, this new global experience.
I tell you, I think the fact that, you know, heart, you know, is really, it's about that. It's about soul. It's about each person
matters.
Each person, and Bill has said that over and over, each person matters. It's not, you know, we collectively come together. I mean, couldn't have a greater team. Heart Global is about a great team that is working together to help a great cause, to help a great community, do you know what I mean? It's all about that. So to me, it's about connecting with the souls, you know, encouraging, you know, really building, you know, everybody's hope, encouragement, inspiring, you know, so that they can be the reflection of that. So really developing emotional intelligence, you know,
and
so
on top
important.
on top of that with Global, we want them to get to know people all over the world, so they have a more openness to this beautiful world we're part of.
Being inclusive.
I mean, I think for me, going to Japan for the first time was like like, this is different. Like, what? Eat what? You know what I mean? Just and interacting with people. For me personally, I grew up with like kind of like a survivalist mentality where it's just like, oh, I gotta, you know, I don't know when I'm gonna eat next or whatever. That's just kind of generally how I feel like the mentality I kind of was raised with. And so it's just like, you know, go, find out, you know, where you can get in. But then to go and immerse yourself in a community like the ones that you guys have created, but then also in something like Japan, where I was like stepping off of the train and so I was like, I'm lost, I don't know where to go. So it's like, let me help you. Let me go out of my way to take you to the place you need to be. And I feel like that taught me a lot moving forward. And, you know, so many other countries and cultures have those different things that they can offer in that way. So definitely the global aspect is like seeing outside of your immediate, you know, your fence. Just looking past the fence. What do you guys got over there?
It's so important because I think it's about, it opens people's hearts. It opens people's, really their whole being, and everybody's creative. So it's their whole creative being. When you are, you know, part of a new experience, and every culture you go to, it doesn't matter if you've been there before, it's a new moment and it's a new culture. So, you know, that it's that embrace of everybody, which is just brings out the best in everybody. You know, that's the best part, because as soon as we stop opening ourselves, we close off not just the world, but we close off each other, and we don't grow, we don't experience, we don't, you know, we're not able to be the true self that we are, you know. And I think that interacting with others, obviously, you know, we're an international family, so we always want to stay like that, you know.
Last Saturday we were doing a workshop in Japan, and we looked at everybody that was doing it online, right? Because you can be together. and there was
Right.
8 different countries working together.
Yeah.
This is epic. I love it.
How cool was that for them to get to know people from other cultures and learn from them? And that's what was our goal, and it's happening.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know or are not familiar with the program that we've been all a part of for years, is that we go into before pre-COVID, we would go into a community with a cast of about 40 college-age students, and we'd engage in performing arts, you know, utilizing that as a tool, as a way to really reach through and connect with the community and the youth of the community, utilizing music and dance and all of those things. So Bill and Robin have done a brilliant job of gathering an amazing team together to continue that mission, inspiring the youth. Now we've had to switch to a virtual platform. So they've been doing e-workshops and doing everything online, which has been incredible. So if you haven't,
Make it work.
Make the switch and keep on going.
Yeah.
But if you haven't checked it out, you can check out heartglobal.org, and you can look at their e-workshops, and has a description there. Also, you can fill out forms if you'd like to stay in touch or keep in contact with those things. So tell me a little bit about some of the cast. Who are some of the cast members? What are their names?
Oh, there's
so
many beautiful people. In fact, we just found out today, when we're going through it, with a couple of them, who are here with us, which is Ryan and David. Ryan from Nebraska and David from California. And they both set this all up for us. But we were going through, nearly 50, 60 names that are the original cast members, and it's growing every day. Plus we have about 15, 20 that are coming in, that are auditioning to go into that. So it's coming in daily, which is awesome. But, we've got Walter and Andrew, we've got Mika, we've got Taylor, and we've got, my brain right now. Whoa, you just put it out there. And we've got Yuki and Momika and Makoto, all in Chicago, and Ami and Hitomi, all over in Japan. And we've got Rachel in England, and we've got Janice and
Andrew Weissner.
And Elena from Germany, and we've got Rihanna from Philippines. And shout them out, kids. What are
really
they?
is
All the names. Ashley from Canada. We've Alex and Cayenne and Austin and Lexi and
greatest people.
Grace from Tennessee and come on, Halon and Brett and Elliot. And
I don't think anybody's going to be offended if you forget.
Chloe and Emma Grace and Jake and we've got
good people.
Amazing. And Liam and Tyler and oh my gosh, it's flowing. It's just so beautiful. And the thing
just to name a few.
A few.
The thing is that it's
just the beginning.
It really is just the beginning. It's like we cannot wait. It's like the excitement to be together. And the team and one of our board members called today to say, I want to be with both of you when you have your first rehearsal with the cast. I want to see their faces. I want to see your faces when we all work together. And that was so beautiful. That was Megan McGuire. And she called today to say that is going to be really precious. And I keep on telling you more names because I want all the names.
No, that's I don't know if we have time
Shelby
for that.
and so beautiful.
Do you want to share a project that we handed to you?
It's like all about
what's happening, because it's pretty exciting.
Because
Megan said she's going to have her section prepared for you this week, end of the week.
I love it. So again, these two have been so amazing. They're all about, it's like we were talking about going through those waves, those ups and those downs. It's like not just disregarding the down times, but acknowledging the down times and learning from that to make you who you are. They do such a good time, a good thing about empowering us. So for me, you guys have just poured so much into my life, I feel like in many ways. You told me when I was crap. You told me when I was great, doing awesome. You inspired me when I was not very good, and you said I was awesome. And then when I thought I was too great, you told me I wasn't good. And then from there, it's like that, you know, you kind of help and feed this person and help shape them and grow to who they are, even though I learned on my own and got my own wings to fly. But I feel like I'm so eternally grateful for that happening, that now we have a staff of myself, Abby, my friend JR, who we were came up together with, and the rest of the staff. You've all kind of handed like the reins to say, hey, you know, this is an idea, this is a project, but you guys have learned, you've grown, and so go for it. And I feel like you do the same thing with the cast. Like you're helping nurture these people who you've all named. I'm terrible with names, so I apologize. I'm not as good as you. But you care for them and you watch them grow, and then that will feed on to anybody who is going to be taking part of these e-workshops. So the e-workshops are reached out for the community, anybody in the world. But we are also, that's just one portion. So we're also involved with a new project. This is called Project One. And basically, I guess might be the official announcement, but we are, myself, Abby, and JR, along with Jared Sheehan and the rest of the Heart Global team, are putting together a global dance video. So we've chosen one song, gotten a couple friends together to do a covered version of that song, and we're going to shoot our own official dance concept video. And then we've reached out to places and opened this up all over the world. So we're talking the UK, we're talking Japan, we're talking Europe, we're talking Asia. Yeah. New Zealand.
Canada. Yeah.
And so they're also doing their own dance concept versions. We're dancing some similar choreography, but then also have opened up the creative for them to represent their location, their culture, their hearts, who they are, the individuals. We want to see you. And so this Project One is going to be a mashup of all of those videos down into one. And so we're excited to get that going. Things are we're in pre-production mode with that. So we're excited to get that shot and done, and then on to the next. And we're going to keep on going with that. Yeah. So
Project Two.
Yep. Project Two. Yeah. It can be dance. It can be music. It can be acting. It can be shorts. It can be comedy sketch. It can be whatever. So we're super excited about that. And to get that up and running. There's a lot of, I'm going to give a couple shout outs. We've got some featured vocalists on this first one. So the song is going to be Verge, Owl City, featuring Aloe Black, covered by Megan Tibbetts, Craig Worsley, and Michael Wardley. So those three close friends, close family, amazing individuals, amazing artists. Check out social medias if you have the chance. They've got music on iTunes, Spotify, you name it. They've been on Broadway, blah, 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 television, etc. But check them out. Again, that's Megan Tibbetts, Craig Worsley, and Michael Wardley. Family, we love you guys. So they'll be featured vocalists on that, and then a group of amazing dancers in California, North Carolina, and all over the world. So that'll be Project One. That's just the beginning. All right, I can't end this without asking this question.
Okay.
In all of your years, you're in the world of performing arts.
Oh.
Give me your most embarrassing moment, whether it's teaching, performing, whether it's on stage, on television, in a live show, in an arena, wherever that may be.
One.
One.
I had quite a few.
I want to hear it. I mean,
go
ahead.
I don't know which one was embarrassing. I really don't. I mean, you know that I'm a bit of a chatter, and I've always been. And in my first ballet company, the Aussie Ballet, this was not on stage. This was in a classroom, and we had the most Rudolf Nureyev, you know, one of the most famous classical male classical dancers in the world. You know, one of the first that defected from Russia and made the big news. Yeah. So he came to the Australian Ballet, and it was his first day coming in to rehearsals. Of course, that day everybody was there for ballet bar. So I was the youngest in the ballet company. So I had to go over to the piano and stand at the piano, which was really, there's no room on the bar. He came up and asked me the time, and I couldn't speak. And I was so embarrassed. I've never been so embarrassed in my whole life. I couldn't speak. I tried to speak, and everybody in the whole company after that laughed. They never stopped giving it to me because they always knew that I was a little chatter, always could talk and had things. So I never, so that was, to me, that was really like, oh, how embarrassing. On stage, just quickly, I was in Rocky Horror Show, the musical, and remember the tap? Okay, I was doing the tap solo, and my tap shoe flew off and hit somebody in the audience, flew into the audience. So yes, I'll bow out at that too, because that's enough embarrassment.
Oh my gosh.
So Spider, do you want one as a director or one as a performer?
Let's do both.
Okay, let's do as a director.
Okay.
I really wanted to direct, and I was in 5th grade. So I decided I was going to direct The Sound of Music, the full musical. So I went in, I asked my principal, can I do it? She goes, sure. So I went into town and I took a notepad, and the Sound of Music was on the screen, and I watched it 9 times and wrote a script from watching the movie at the movie theater.
Fifth grade.
What's that?
5th grade.
Fifth grade.
5th grade. So now I took everybody, and my parents were wholesale florists, so I took all of this material and made all the nuns' costumes where you cut a hole in their heads and stuff, and I put the whole thing together. So now I'm ready. The whole school, 400 kids, come into the gym, and we're going to do The Sound of Music, right? Well, I didn't know you should run it or practice. I didn't know. And the nuns came in, they stepped in the material, and all fell on the ground. Everybody's laughing. And then as it rolled, it just stopped, and everybody just stared at each other, and nothing happened. And the principal went up to the school and said, everybody, that's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened in our school. Go back to your rooms. I'm so sorry. So that was kind of embarrassing, right? But my lesson was, it's not it but one. Wait, right? Well, 50 years later, right? We go back to my hometown, Niles, and I'm on stage conducting 300 kids, 250 kids, whatever, and I'm conducting Climb Every Mountain from The Sound of Music, and I got a huge standing ovation. So, yeah, came out in the wash.
Not it, but when, yeah.
The lesson is not it, but when, right?
So I was curious to know, like, the 5th grade for you. To me, if that happened at that age, this is a very monumental age. I don't think I would ever want to go anywhere near like directing or trying to do something like that again. But I think you like
I know. I thought, all right, I'm going to do it right the next time.
Well, you put a musical together.
And I wrote a musical in high school, which went great. But I'm just saying that's where it started, and it could have gone. But again, my mom said, "Go do what you love to do." But the other one was I was on a tour for the first time when I was 18 with all these people that performed a lot. It was for 9 months with Columbia artists, and the end of the show was a whole play, a whole musical, The Music Man, right?
Yep.
Well, we all had pieces where we built the gazebo on stage. All the pieces came together, right? Well, my job was to bring in these 2 metal things and clamps to put it together and bring in a couple steps. Well, I didn't realize at the time that when you made these fast costume changes, you could do it in the wings. I put my clothes in the way at the end of the hallway in a choir room. So now I'm in the choir room and I'm putting on we did hair, so I had all hippie clothes on and no shoes and jeans. And you went from hair to Music Man with white socks, white shoes, white pants, a white shirt, a white sweater, a old cap, like that 1920s cap, and a red bow tie. Yeah. Well, all of a sudden, I'm supposed to be taking that piece out there, that part of the the Music Man set, and I don't have hardly any of my clothes on. So all I did was had, I think, a sweater with no shirt and no socks and no shoes and just the pants and no hat. And I'm running out there, right? Well, when I went to put the thing, I forgot the clamps. So I'm on top of the gazebo doing, we got trouble right here in River City. And my leg fell through the center of the set. So now I'm stuck in the gazebo, right? There we go, trouble, boom, boom. And then Marion walks out to sing, "Good night, my someone, good night." And she's singing, and I'm stuck in the gazebo with her, just her and I on stage. This is like my second show to tour in that Columbia Artist National Tour. So the guys had to come out and tear the gazebo out and get my leg out of the gazebo while she was singing "Good Night, My Someone." So I think that was probably embarrassing.
I love it. I love it.
No, see, I knew he told me about that one, so I thought that's a good one.
I just thought of it. Now
Good one, yeah.
So that's a couple good ones.
Yeah, we're all human, right? We're all human.
Yeah.
True story.
Very.
So I know if someone screws up I'm working with, I'm like, it's all
The
good.
gazebo, yeah.
No one's perfect.
We always say that when you're a parent, I always say to all of you, is that, you wake up and you mess up straight away. Yeah, so it keeps you humble.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. All right, I think that we're over time, which is, I mean, stay okay with me. I could keep going if you like.
Oh, yeah,
wow, you're wonderful. You're amazing.
We could talk all night with you.
Yeah, so I was gonna do a little pitch for you guys, promotional stuff for if you are haven't got any Heart Global merch yet. It's there. Hats like these. It's got a heart and a world on it. Heart Global, the little emojis. Check out the sweatshirts. They got crew necks. They got coffee mugs. They got the masks too. They've got in various colors. So check all that good stuff out. heartglobal.org for merch. And then also we've got I don't know, is this open to the public? The e-workshop, the community one?
March 13th.
Come to it.
Remember, March 13th, we've got a big one, and we want to invite all that. And the first 100, we're taking 100 students. And if it goes past it, we're going to start another one because there's a lot of people that want to come, and we've been getting lots of calls about that. Even though we've got workshops every week,
weekend around the world.
Right. Yeah.
We just want to do a special one, and it's March 13th. Go online and see it on our website. Yeah,
I think that one is open to the community. So we're bringing people from all over the world together to give that community feel. Yeah. So go online. Yep. Check out the website. Sign up for it. It is March 13th, I think, 3 p.m. California time, West Coast, and 6 p.m. over where they are.
Yes.
Coast over there. So, and if you're on the other side of the world, check your time zones.
Yeah.
Stay up. I know in the Philippines they've stayed up in the past before until like 3 a.m. doing it. I was like, yeah, you guys go 3 a.m. dancing.
Yeah, we had people from contacts from Singapore, Dubai, and Ireland on with us last weekend, and it was amazing. And we've been talking with Ryan and Amy in Ireland, and Narton in Europe, and Sano and Kimiko in Japan, and then obviously we've got Jordan, who's doing a great job all over North America, and it's just happening, and they're all working on in person too. So we're working on the e-workshops, but we are working towards those.
As soon as we can get there, we're safe. We're
can't wait.
Get out there.
We can't wait. We'll have so many performances and workshops all over the world. We can't wait.
If you're tuning into this at a later time and you're not joining us live, you can take a look out. They are offering these e-workshops. You can have one for your school. You can have one for your family, your community. If you know that you have if you're a grandmother and you have your grandkid who would love to be a part of this performing art experience, feel free to sign up for a workshop. Let us know. Just again, visit the website. Has all of the information there. And then we also send out newsletters. So if you would like to fill out the contact form, again, heartglobal.org. It's all there. Again, we love you guys. Being honest, thank you so much.
Thanks, Ryder. We love you.
Yes. Oh. Hello. All right. Well, we just want to say thank you. There we go.
Yeah,
so
we love you.
We love you. Thank you so much. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, you guys. We had Heart Global, Bill and Robin Brawley on for the Q&A session. Thank you for coming and dropping in the comment section. I wish I could respond to all of these comments, but we love you guys. Thank you for all your support. Again, check out heartglobal.org. And just a reminder, Also, AE Creative, we got our merch up and running again. You can check out our social for that. It's direct access to the store. It's at AE Creative Apparel. Yeah, AE Creative Apparel. You can check it out on Instagram or Facebook. It's all out there. New vibes. I'm loving it. It's super dope. Crew necks. I got inspired a lot of things by Nike. So if you like Nike look, check it out. Dad hats, caps, beanies, all that goodness, bomber jackets, something like this as well. The rain, I forgot what these are called, but they're all there. AE Training Center. We've got that 4-week program happening in March. You do not want to miss it. These are industry professionals. We've got house with Misty Rascon-Smith. We've got ballet with Julie O'Connor. We've got contemporary / hip hop with Omar Canelo. We've got jazz with Will B. Bell. Will B. Bell. And we've got jazz and / contemporary with Eileen Harmon, jazz funk with Abby Paul, my wife, and then I'm also teaching hip hop as well, basics and foundation. If you want to learn a little bit about hip hop history, shout out to your boy. I'll give you that knowledge, that 101. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Check our website out. Sign up if you are looking and you're an inspiring artist, or you just want to shake the rust off this COVID. You've been staying at home and you need to get back in the swing of things, keep your skills sharp. Check out AE Creative Training Center. Book your private session today. Again, not just dance, but this is dance, music, acting, health and wellness. We have AE instructors for each genre. If you want to learn music production, we've got an intro to Logic class with the Steve Majora. If you want to learn how to play piano, we've got Risa Ishiyama teaching piano lessons, vocal lessons, and there's like different techniques in that realm. Acting, we've got For Stage with Mr. Nick Rocks. We've got For Film with Mr. Kyle Goldman. All of these amazing industry professionals. Kyle's had years of experience both on stage, behind, in front of the camera, and behind stage, backstage, and behind the camera as well. So wealth of knowledge there. Also health and wellness. You just want to get your physical fitness on. We got Soul Clap with Khalid Friedman. He's going to get your soul clap on the one. Ha, ha. He just did the Super Bowl with The Weeknd coming back to you. So, again, these are private training sessions, yoga, and also of the life coach, Jess Dahl, who's just been rocking the world with her personal retreats. So feel free to check all of these instructors out. They're right here at your fingertips, aecreativetrainingcenter.com. We love you guys. Let me get a good outro for y'all. If not, I'll just sing something. Maybe not. I should stick to dancing. Where's my song at? Right here. All right. Have a great week. Mwah. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.